Hi everybody, welcome to our sunflower class. This is going to be a good one. It's also going to be probably a bit of a longer class, so please bear with me because we do have quite a bit to cover today. I see some familiar faces, so thanks for joining, thank you, and hi to everyone. Does anyone have any questions? No? Okay, so this is the sketch. Remember, you can unmute yourself if ever you have questions while I'm teaching, so don't be shy. So we do have our sketch today, so something similar to this. Once again, if you don't have your sketch ready, that's okay. Just try and do something freehand. You can even do like something loose like this. Like this is my pre-sketch, so we'll be practicing with this. So you can also just take this class as a practice and just do a bunch of sunflower practices. And you can, do the painting afterwards also. So no pressure. Also no pressure to finish the whole painting during the class. Sometimes people feel like they need to be at the same stage that I'm at, and you definitely don't. So if ever it's going too fast for you, no problem. Just take your time afterwards and continue your work after the class. So our sketch is something like this. As usual, I like to make mine dark so that you could see what I'm doing when I'm painting, but in your case, I do recommend a little bit lighter. So actually in this one, usually you don't see my lines, but in this one, the lines are quite visible. So I just want to bring this up so you can see. So it actually adds a nice little effect for the sunflowers. So it's not so bad if we see the lines for this painting. So that's it for that. This is an 8x8, 100% watercolor paper. If you like my supplies, I also have a supply list in the email. You could click the link there to get access to all the products I use. I have an Amazon page actually now, so you can check all of the lists there with everything. So paints, paper, everything. Then for brushes, I have two brushes, so a medium size and a smaller size. Whatever you're using today is fine. Round brushes are good for this class, so something medium and small, that's perfect. I think this is like a 12 and a 6, but the sizes are not super important. And let me just talk about the process for this. So this one's done a little bit different to my other classes. Sometimes I start with the background and other times I do it the opposite. So this is one of the opposite classes where we're going to do all the sunflowers first, and then you have the option of doing this blurriness effect if you like it. So like you see that there's some paint in the back here. It's very light, but here it goes a bit darker. So that's an option. You don't have to do it if you don't like it, because the painting actually looks really nice even with just the white paper as the background. So I did want to mention that because that's kind of, your choice. So we are going to start with the sunflowers themselves, and I'll be showing you how to do everything. We're going to start with a light yellow wash. So on all of the petals, we're just going to put some light yellow, so watered down yellow. I'll show you how to do all this afterwards. Then we're going to let that dry. After that, we're going to go petal by petal, and we're going to do some bleeding. So you guys already know what bleeding is, but just a reminder, you just add a little bit of water, and then you can put some colors inside the water, and the colors are going to spread and blend really nicely. So you can see that kind of more clear here. So this one shows a lot more. So you see there's orange there, then yellow, then yellow. So that's the bleeding effect. And that's what I did for all of the sunflowers here. I played with orange, yellow, and a tiny bit of red. Then when all of that is dry, that's when I go in with more detail. So you'll notice that there's some red lines, there's some orange lines. So that's what kind of makes the sunflower then pop and look like there are more layers. So you can see this is dry. So the paint was all dry. I go in with a brush with a little more pigment than before and just add a few strokes to certain petals. You see, it's not every petal that I do this to. If you look clearly where the red is, I just picked a few randomly. So you're gonna be doing this yourself. You're just going to pick a few petals, and it doesn't matter which ones at all. And you're just going to add a little more detail. So just add a few lines. So you see like here I have a long red line, then I have a short one, then I have nothing. So once again, it's more like spontaneous, and I want you guys to play around with that. I will be telling you what color to place when, but I won't be telling you exactly where to place it because I think that's a lot less important. And I don't want you to focus on it being perfect, right? It's not like a cookie cutter class where you do, petal 1 is color number 1. I don't want that. It's more of a loose and fun spirit in this class. So I just wanted to explain a little bit before we get started, and now we can do some practice. Okay, so grab your rough paper. And you can quickly draw a sunflower if you haven't already. Okay, and you're gonna grab your big brush here, dip it in your water. And now I'm just going to test out my yellow to show you what it looks like. So that's my yellow. That's quite a bit of yellow. So like I mentioned, I want the sunflowers to be light to start. And I'm going to show you once again, let's go back to our example. So you see how this petal here, this one, this one, this one, they're very light yellow. You see that? So that's what we need to create for all the petals first. Then we're going to go in and add darker ones. So you see this shade. So now you want to create something similar to that. So it's very light yellow. And you guys know how to do this, but as a reminder, you just want to dip your brush into the water. You can gently touch to the yellow, but very gentle because a little bit goes a long way in watercolors. And then look at that. You see, so much lighter. It's still the same yellow paint. It's just much lighter in color. And that's the type of color that we're going to need. So you don't want it to be like almost white because we still want to see yellow. So something like that is good. So you see the difference? That's the yellow pure. So really, really dark. And this is how we want it. So to do that, you just want more water and less pigment on the brush. And once you have that, I want you to go ahead and now fill in all of your sunflower petals. So I'm going to do it first. Okay, there's no like right or wrong way of doing this. You can start at the tip and paint down. You can start down here and paint upward. And again, with the technique, it's also not so important. So some people would tell you, push down, pull the brush, then pull. Because we have a sketch, we don't need the technique so much in this class. So it's more about just filling in these sunflowers however it's most comfortable for you. So whether that's doing an outline first, so look here, I'm doing an outline, and then coloring it in almost like you're using a marker. Or if you want to just go like this, there's so many different ways to fill these in. So I'm just going to show you a few different ways you could just watch. And just, pick whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. I just want you to do what feels most comfortable for you. Because the key is to get rid of any stress or any feelings of like wanting it to be perfect, because that's what we don't want. We don't want perfection. Your gut is going to know exactly what to put where and when, and that's when you are completely free with painting. And when you get the best results, I would say, and when you feel the most confident, and it's just a pleasure. It's like when you watch a piano player playing at a concert, and it just looks so effortless for them. It's just a really nice feeling that you get when you get to that stage. So, yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and smile. Perfect. Thank you. And if you want, just keep looking 2 more minutes just to see how everyone's work is different. I mean, even my 2 paintings are different. It's always going to be different, and you're going to keep learning as you go. Keep going. You guys did so good. This was really challenging. Keep practicing. Let me know if you've got any questions when you're painting it again if you want to try it out, because there were so many. I mean, this was filled with info. I've got to say, I can't believe how much I spoke today. My throat is dry.